I would like to take a moment to describe this book entitled From Russia with by Karlina Orlova. Here we have a very short text with the audio version being only about an hour long. The purpose of the text is not exactly clear to me. It's not quite a history book, but it seems like it could work as one at times. Or I think it may prove useful as a tour book providing random factoids about Russia, geography, traditions, and culture. If someone for some reason wants to go to Russia, which is not something I advise anybody to do right now, but if for some reason someone wants to go to Russia, then this book might be helpful in helping them navigate the culture with a few helpful tips. Uh, Not all of the facts are equally useful. For example, she explains why Russian women are beautiful, and she also explains the history of Russian beards. But plenty of the facts are interesting. For instance, I didn't know that Russians leave their beer bottles on the ground. Apparently, that's the thing. More to the elephant in the room, the author implies that she doesn't support the war in Ukraine or Putin. She implies it. She could have been more explicit. She has no problem calling Putin a dictator, and you can't blame her for factually pointing out that the majority of Russians support the occupation of Crimea. She doesn't condemn that, but it is a fact. However, she also advises her readers not to talk about Putin or Ukraine with Russian people. She also says it's best not to compare the U.S. to Russia, as this is likely to upset those who view the U.S. as their geopolitical competitor. Despite being shallow advice, this approach I imagine would come across as disingenuous. She recommends being boring, apparently. This might be the right approach for non-Russians living in Russia, where they can get in trouble for that sort of thing. But as a Ukrainian activist living in the West, I think it's generally best to be clear and objective without compromising the truth or cordiality. Getting in fights and arguments is okay in my opinion, so long as they have substance and are being done for the right reasons. Not everyone needs to do this, but it's not a bad thing that some people do this. So take her advice or leave it on that point. With all due respect to the author, there's nothing particularly shocking about this book. It reads something like a clickbait article with just a list of various things about Russia. I don't not recommend it, if that's fair, but there is the question of what a text like this is supposed to accomplish. Any case, that's all. I just wanted to write my review because it's sort of like my book review trend I got going here. If you feel I misrepresented Karlina Orlova's intentions, feel free to leave a comment telling me so. I am doing this to learn. If you like this video, feel free to leave a thumbs up or subscribe. Thank you. Take care.